Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to integrate this energy meter to Home Assistant by ESPHome. You can see here that is our A8S board, so that you can see that is RS485 interface, so you can connect with our energy meter that the protocol is Modbus. So that will easily to extend the device by RS485 Modbus protocol. And you can see here that is our board. So this A8S board has the A and B of RS485. Actually, you can use any brand's product, not only Kinkonis, just used by ESP32 or ESP8266, so that you can use the ESPHome. We will look at this dashboard of the ESPHome. So you can see this is Home Assistant dashboard. Today we will use this dashboard that can monitor the voltage and the current and the power and the frequency and the total power consumer. So you can see here that is our hardware device. And actually you can use any Modbus energy meter, not only Kinkonis. But if you want to choose Kinkonis power meter, so you can see our official AliExpress online store. You can see many different power meter. So that you have one phase or three phase or large current or small current. It's according to your load. So we can see this is the ESPHome YAML file I have posted at our form. So you can just copy and paste. That is the txt file you can download. And this is energy meter protocol, that is Modbus protocol. You can see you can download from this file. This is our meter, and you can see this is the pin defined, that is the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Just the leave line input and the leave line output, and the neutral line input and the neutral line output. And you can see that is A and B RS485 have connected with this 11 and 12 pins. So I have used this L and neutral incoming and for this board, and go through this energy meter and to this power socket. And this is for communication. The hardware diagram is very easy. Now let's look at how to integrate it by the ESPHome. And you can see this is our protocol I have downloaded just like this, because if you have an energy meter, you also will have this document from your seller. And also you can see this is a file, configure YAML file. Okay, let's begin. Go to the Home Assistant. And this is ESPHome, and we need to create a new device and continue. And the name we can choose to A8S. This is the second one because I have already integrated the first one. And this we use the ESP32. This we can click skip. Then you will see this is A8S board, the second board. We can click edit. And because I have already created, so you can just copy, Ctrl all, select all and copy and paste it here. So you can see just a little code. The board name, and this is the Wi-Fi SSID and the password. You can also use by the Ethernet. I just show you by this Wi-Fi, but actually we suggest to use the Ethernet. And the important is begin this sentence. So the first you need to define a UART that used by this TXT and RX pin. So that is according to your ESP module. And the bandwidth. And the bandwidth, what you use, just see your document on your energy meter. You can see here the Kinkonis bandwidth is 9600, so you just fill this 9600 and the stop bit, and you can see the stop bit is 1, so this is 1, and this is the parity, and this is even, so you can just copy to this one. So this have defined your server part. And the next is define the Modbus. This is a Modbus ID that is renamed by yourself, and this is the UART ID that we have created before. So this ID, the Modbus, just this one. So if you have click rename this for Modbus 1 or Modbus 2, so you can just everything as before you have defined. And you can see here that is Modbus controller, that the ID you can rename by yourself, and this address means this power meter, energy meter address. So this address you can see from your power meter. Let's look at the information of the display. Okay, let's look at this LED display. So that is the frequency. This is frequency that is displayed changed, and this is how the totally power consumed. This is 0 because the meter is new, and this is address 001, that is the Modbus address, and this is voltage 230 volt, and this is ampere because I have not connected with the load, so this is 0 ampere, and this power factor also is 0 because I have not connected with the load. Okay, let's go on. The ID I can meter 1 is built. This is Modbus device ID, and this address because we have seen the LCD that is 01. You can also use the Modbus protocol. You can see here, you can change this Modbus energy meter ID. So the default is 01, and we just use 01 directly. And this is Modbus ID that is defined by yourself, and this is update interview. That means every 5 seconds will update and read this data from the meter. So if you want faster and read frequently, and you can change to 1 second or 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And the last, we just create the sensor because the voltage, ampere, and the power just work as a sensor in Home Assistant. So this in ESPHome, we can create a sensor. So you can see here, that is Modbus sensor details in Home Assistant official website. So there are many settings and details you can see at this web page. You can see there are examples how to set the voltage and current and battery capacity. This is for this energy meter. Okay, let's go on. So you can see the first, we need to choose the platform, that is the Modbus controller and the Modbus ID. So that we need to change to meter 1 because we have choose rename the meter 1. Okay, I have changed, press save, and you can see the name, the first is voltage, and this is ID, just set by yourself, and the register type, use the holding, just all settings is holding, because we have, if we have control a relay board, that is coin, and this is holding. And this address, according to your Modbus protocol, you can see here. We have this table for our energy meter. So you can see, if you want to read the voltage and the address is 54, this is 54 by hex format. And this is the measure unit, that is voltage. So this is voltage. And the volume type, that's FP32. Why is FP32? So you can see here that have a value type. So you can see this is all types of the value, but choose which one according to your protocol. So you can see here we have used this flood data type, so you can choose this one, IEEE 754, this format. So we use this one, but you can see that is floating point from 2 registers, because you can see here every resistant, you can see we use 2 unit, 2 register. So we should choose this one, FP32, and we go back to the Home Assistant. So that is FP32, and this is decimal, that is 2. So that will according to these settings. So this is for voltage, and we also want to know the ampere of the current. So you can just copy this code and paste it here, and just rename this the address. You can see the current address is 6A. So I fill this 6A, and this is the measurement unit, and also used by 2 register address. So this is FP32. And also you can step by step, this is third one, just the management of the power. This is power, so you can see the table, that is 76, this is 76. So until copy and paste, and just replace all these different address. So you can use this way for this. Just this is power factor and frequency and power consumer. So this is total energy power consumer, how much energy you have used, and you can see that is 0 because this table, that is 0. So you just need to use this table and this document of your energy meter. That will be very easy to create this sensor in Home Assistant by this ESPHome. After all set by yourself, you just click install. And we use the USB cable. So you can see I have used this cable and connect with the Raspberry Pi, and we will download the firmware to this USB. So you can click by the USB and click this one and wait for a moment. Okay, you can see this firmware is download complete and starting. Connect with the Wi-Fi. Okay, you can see the logo file output by the ESPHome that have listed some different date of the energy meter. So the next we close the window and click device, and you will see this A8S board have found, and just click config and click finish, and we can create a dashboard because I have so much board. So we can just use this one, and I can edit and add a card and entities, and we can choose a name, energy meter. Then you can create by your name, have created the sensor of the Modbus, such as this. The first one is voltage. So you can input voltage that we have created. This voltage, you can see that is displayed 231 volt. Just this is actually detect. And the second, I have used this current, so I can copy and paste. That is current, that is 0 because no load. And the second and the third, active power. Active power, just paste, click this one, and the fourth, power factor, copy and paste, and the next, frequency, and the next, last one, the total energy we have used. Okay, you can click save and done, and now you can see in your dashboard you will see this information that have created. So this will always every 5 seconds to read the energy meter and show this information on your Home Assistant. So that will be very easy. Let's test with the load and connect with the socket. Okay, let's look at this is a warm heat, and let's look at the power and the voltage. And you can see here that is 220 volts, and that the power is 2000 watts. You can see here. Okay, let's test it. I will use this socket and connect with this socket because this socket is controlled by our energy meter. And now I can turn on this power. Okay, let's power on. And now you can see the Home Assistant, the current is changed, and the power is also changed. And let's enable this hot function. You can see the sun now is very hot, and we can let change directions. And we can see this almost 2000 watts, and this data also is changed about 10 ampere, and this is the voltage that have displayed. So this is very hot, and this current is very large, and this is temperature that have become up. You can see. If I turn off it, because it have a delay time, so you will see the current will be small, and the power also will be small. And I can turn off this power, and you can see that will begin recover to 0. So this is how to integrate the energy meter to your Home Assistant. Thanks for watching.